Ric Bucher, Fox Sports NBA analyst, joins us. Couple of things on the docket this morning. First of all, the agent for Russell Westbrook, who you know basically said, I give up. Are you shocked by that, and what does it say?
No, because the market is telling him that. Look, it's not that Russell Westbrook still can't put up numbers or that he still can't play. It's just he's such a big presence, and you can't play without him dominating the ball, or he can't be at his best without the ball ultimately in his hands. And obviously the price tag is really big. So I think it's just reality in that Russ is going to have to go through what Carmelo Anthony went through a couple of years ago, where when Houston essentially waived him and he had to show a certain amount of contrition, or I'm willing to change, or I'm going to change my approach to the game in order to make himself viable again.
Yeah. So the Drew League, it was fun. I'm amazed at how twitchy and how explosive LeBron still is. I know it's not, DeMar DeRozan played. I know it's not the best of the best, but my eyes tell me he's still unbelievable. I watched MJ, who played 1,200 games. In the last 2 years, he wasn't a vertical player. Kobe's last 3, Bird's last 2. I watch LeBron, and I see twitch, and I see explosiveness. I'm sorry. I still think he's absolutely a top 5 player in the league. Do you?
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
You don't?
We mean a top 5 player in the Drew League.
No, in the league. Giannis is the best player in the league. Give me 4 guys better than LeBron, not named Giannis today. Yeah, see?
I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. And look, I don't want to disparage LeBron James for playing in the Drew League. I thought it was a brilliant PR move because of where the Lakers are, and that this is most likely going to be another disappointing season. So let me go out and entertain the masses, and let me do it in a charitable way. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I feel like we saw Kobe Bryant do something similar when it was, I can't give you championships anymore in a Lakers uniform, but let me show you that I still am willing to entertain. Doing what he did in a Drew League gives you an indication of just the difference in the speed and intensity when it comes to the NBA versus Drew League. Now, I give LeBron all the credit in the world. The amount of time and money that he has spent on keeping his body right, and the fact that he still can crush a dunk is impressive. I don't want to take anything away from that. But I also, Colin, we can't go overboard on this means that he's a top 5 player in the league. He can do it in moments, and he can do it in moments in the Drew League, and he can still do it in moments in the NBA. But the fact that the idea that he can do it for 40 minutes at both ends of the floor, those days are well behind us.
I don't need him for 40. Give me 20.
And why do you put me in this position? You know people are going, there goes Bucher again. He's the hater. Can't you appreciate LeBron? I can appreciate LeBron James. I can admire what he still is. I just can't elevate him into top 5. I think last I checked at the end of last season, I had him on the fringe of top 10. But top 5, come on.
No, we disagree. He did say he had, I thought it was interesting on his show called The Shop, that he said he has sleepless nights when he knows he's all about winning and not everybody on his team is. So who's he taking a shot at?
If we're talking about the current team, Anthony Davis would be
what I thought.
The top of the list.
Yeah, okay, that was
because he doesn't. AD doesn't put. We talk about putting time and money into your body. AD has not demonstrated he's on the same path or the same course as LeBron James. But I also, again, you're putting me in this difficult position.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to push back on this idea that LeBron is always about winning because this past season. He played an awful lot of minutes in fourth quarters where the game was already decided one way or another. They were either blown out or they had a sizable lead, where I have seen him in past years conserve his energy, knowing that he's playing the long game. This year he didn't do that. In games that he had it rolling, regardless of what the score was, he stayed out there and he added to his scoring total. You can't tell me that he was not after that scoring title this year and that he did it knowing that, well, what am I playing? What else am I playing for? We're not playing for a title this year. But that's not all about winning. Okay, so you can't win a title. How many games can you win? Can you get your team to the playoffs, even if it's scraping in? We saw a very different approach with Steph Curry with his team and just trying to get them there. Didn't care whether they were capable of winning at all. LeBron James consistently makes business decisions. And last year he made the business decision that this is not a team that is going to get me a title, but maybe I can get a different one. I can get a scoring title.
So I'm hearing Miami's trying to engineer a deal to get KD. I don't know how they pull it off. Why not just go after Donovan? Why not go after Donovan Mitchell, a borderline all-star player who, for the record, has double the years left in his NBA career? Nothing against, this is not a beat up on KD show, but you'd have to give up so much to get KD, and it's like I'd rather just get Westbrook with Jimmy Butler and Bam if I could pull it off. To me, that feels like a much easier, more doable deal, doesn't it?
It does, but if you're asking me which player I'd rather have if I'm playing for a championship right now, it's not close. It's Kevin Durant. I said it the other day on Speak for Yourself. I'd rather have 2 years of Kevin Durant than 4 years of Donovan Mitchell at this point. And Pat Riley, I believe what he's looking at is the Phoenix Suns door is closed. And the only other team that we know that KD is adamant about going to, or is at least at the top of his list, are the Miami Heat. So he's hoping that maybe I can construct something that the price comes down a little bit because this is the one place that KD still wants to go. That's the card that I believe Pat Riley is playing. But you are absolutely right. I would think that getting Donovan Mitchell would be infinitely easier, except that the Utah Jazz know that the New York Knicks are desperate for a star. They are and they see Donovan Mitchell in the crosshairs, and we've seen this before with the New York Knicks. They will overpay to get that star when they are starved for one. The Utah Jazz know that they've got a fish on the hook.
Ric Bucher, Fox Sports. Good seeing you, bud.
Good to see you, Colin.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.